you ready?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Equilibrium. I'm Bria.
I'm Tim.
It's my co-host Tim, and also my husband.
I think everyone knows that.
Well, what if it's their first episode?
They should have been here.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So, you have mentioned that you don't have very much news to share.
I don't.
Okay. I just want to say, thanks for ironing your shirt and not telling me to.
Yep, poor.
So, I have a little bit of news to share. It's mainly TV news and Netflix news. So, first up, a lot of new summer shows are coming back. You're a big fan of Fear the Walking Dead.
Wouldn't say I'm a big fan. I watch it because I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. But yeah, it's back.
Okay, so you know what I meant.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of that show because it's a spin-off and it's not that good.
So what did you think of the premiere?
Wasn't impressed.
Why not?
They're just trying too hard to have a spin-off and they didn't need it. It's not good. Morgan needs to be on The Walking Dead instead of Fear.
Morgan's the priest.
Morgan is the black guy from the very first episode.
He's the priest.
He's not a priest. That's a different black guy. You're racist.
Why would you assume?
You're
Anyway,
so
so glad that's back. Upcoming, well, by the time the episode comes out, these shows would have already come out, but Claws is coming back. Big Little Lies will be back, which is the HBO show starring Reese and Nicole Kidman, which I'm very excited about. Tim and I watched the first season of it. Really great. And it was surprising that they're bringing back a second season because it was originally supposed to be a limited series, so.
I don't have anything to add.
Great.
I don't remember the show.
So already came back. Something that already came back is Grownish. And that was fine, starring Yara Shahidi. It's just a fun thing to watch on Freeform. But Netflix.
I'm ready for Mixed-ish. Isn't that what it is?
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to watch that?
I'm going to watch that.
Why are you, what's your interest with that one?
My children are going to be gray, so.
I don't know why you say gray.
Black plus white is gray.
Please don't say that to our children.
I will. They're going to know they're gray kids.
I'm just going to keep my children away from you.
You won't.
But next, well, yeah, that'll come out starring Tracy Ellis. I'm not too sure of the date, though, but I'm glad we'll be able to watch that together.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
You really enjoyed Grownish, though.
Did I? I don't think I watched it.
You're always laughing.
I thought that was Blackish.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
so good at this. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny, except for that loser comedian that we've talked about before.
Dion Cole.
Yeah, he needs to retire.
He's so bad.
It's
So,
terrible.
Netflix has come out with some really great stuff recently. So, obviously, June. Are you looking at my card?
It's just got a bunch of stuff scribbled out on it. Looked like you had a rough day.
No, I wanted to really focus on the things that Netflix is doing. So Black Mirror came back. They had a season 5 premiere with 3 episodes. The first one starred My Side. The second one starred Anthony Mackie. And the third one starred, they said it's a famous person, but I don't recognize him, so. But that was probably, I think each episode had their best parts. The first one with My Side.
My Side song.
Banger. I am so ready for that to be a single. It's honestly her best thing that she's released since Party in the USA.
It's catchy.
You like it, right?
It's fine.
So that's the best thing. Anthony Mackie one. Very interesting concept. So they're playing Tim, what are your thoughts on that one? So they're playing video games and they have real life relationships and in real life, and then they have it's 2 best friends, 2 guy best friends from college. And they end up with the characters in the game end up having a relationship, and it's just weird because they're reevaluating their real life relationships, their wives and girlfriends. Fascinating.
It's weird. It's very weird.
I enjoyed that episode. It had a lot of different elements in there, which is something that the first one, in my opinion, didn't have. Third one was really great. Kind of more so the sad effects of technology, I think. The second one with Anthony Mackie was pretty happy. That was a happy ending episode for Black Mirror.
Interesting.
Remember? Because they had an open relationship.
It's
so
a weird ending. I didn't think it was a happy ending.
It's happy because they both got to live their truths. He still got to play the video game and the wife.
Still got to be a sugar lump.
Please stop saying that. Anyway, so sorry everyone. So the guys, they still got to have their relationship in the game, and the wife was she was able to, it was actually on July 14th. So exciting, it's my birthday. So they got to that was their open marriage day. where they got to like still be happy and still be intimate on the other days.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't like this season. It wasn't good. Like, it wasn't like the other seasons. The other seasons were like really interesting, and this one was just kind of dry. They could have cut each of the 3 episodes down to like 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. There wasn't any like substance to it. It was just a whole lot of like the third one. They're like sitting in a car, not really doing anything for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, they could have sped that one up.
All 3 of them were like that.
I just want an extended version of the songs. Anyway, so another really big thing on Netflix is When They See Us. So that was directed and produced by Ava DuVernay. What are your thoughts on that?
It was a good show.
It's not a show, Tim. It's a limited series.
It's a show. It's 4 episodes. It's a show, not a movie.
Did you know what the Central Park 5 was before you watched it?
Yeah, I'd heard of them. I've heard of a lot of similar stories like that. I didn't know they were so like famous, I guess, whatever the term for that would be.
Are you thinking of Infamous?
I mean, yeah, but they didn't really do anything bad, so like I feel like Infamous would be if they actually did the crime.
So I had never even heard of it before. Like obviously it happened in 1989 and I was not born. And then they released.
I wasn't here either.
So they were released in 2002. I thought it was very well written, very well acted. I think Ava DuVernay should only stick with doing documentary style movies. Like she did A Wrinkle in Time with like Oprah and Reese. Not good. I mean, Mindy Kaling, not good, but she's done like 13, which is another Netflix one, and then she's done Selma. She should just stick with that. I thought it was so good. And so Oprah is going to be interviewing the real Central Park 5 and then the actors who played them in a Netflix special and also on OWN coming up. So I think I'm going to sit down and watch that.
Good.
A lot of them live in Atlanta, which is...
Yeah, that was weird. Like 3 of the 5, right?
I think it's 3 of the 5, and the other one still lives in New York and does a lot of like philanthropy type stuff, and the other one lives in New Jersey. And they all have like 10 kids.
Actually, I think it said 2 of them live in Georgia, but like if you live in Georgia, you live in Atlanta.
They probably don't.
They probably live in like a city, like, I don't know, Norcross, which is like, it's way outside, but you're basically living in Atlanta.
It's
Like,
just
where
such
else
a-
are you living?
It's just such a sad story that they missed out on. I feel like your ages from like, what was it, like 12 to like 15 were they in there or something like that, or longer than that.
It was longer than that. It was
Yeah.
14 to 26 and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
like
16 to 28 for the older guy.
Such a like formative years in her life. So sad. And they got like, what is it, $41 million of settlement, but it's just like not enough. Such sad stories. Anyway, that's really all that I have on my scribbled out card, as you like to say. So
Yeah,
rude.
you had a tough time. Yeah. I only have like 2 things. So like NBA Finals obviously going on right now. You love Steph Curry. He's going down, I think. The dynasty's coming to an end. They're down 3-1 in the series and will likely, lose in 5 or 6 games.
How many games are there?
It's a 7-game series.
So what game are they on now?
They just finished game 4. So game 5 is next. If they lose that, they're out. Basically, they can't lose again. If they win out, they have to win 3 straight to win the championship. But it's not gonna happen. They're looking awful. They have a ton of injuries, and then this guy, I forget his first name. Last name's Looney. I thought he had broken his collarbone or something. They said he was hurt and out, and then he just showed back up in game 4.
It's better.
Like, if it's a collarbone, you're not coming back in like 2 weeks.
That's my favorite bone.
You're weird. So that's that for NBA Finals. There's not a whole lot of sports going on right now. Other things, USA Soccer.
USA Soccer? I think we all know it. Okay.
The U.S. soccer team, the men's national team. I mean, the Women's World Cup's going on right now too, but like, I don't know. I've just never really been into women's sports like that.
Of course not.
Unless it's the Olympics.
Is Alexa Morgan in it?
Alex Morgan?
Whatever her name is.
Yeah, she's there. And I'll watch once it's down to like the knockout stage, but I don't care enough to watch the round robin.
With such ease. Wow and wobbin.
For the men's team, they are pretty embarrassing. And I know it was just a friendly match, but the other night they lost to Jamaica, an island of like 12 people compared to our country. And it's like the U.S. was at their best point like just a few years ago before like the World Cup before last anyway. They were like probably the best they've ever been, making progress. People are like, wow, next World Cup they can like make the semifinals maybe, and then they like don't even make the last one. They got a new president of like the soccer association maybe 2 years ago, something like that. He's focusing on like internal growth, so he's got like some kind of, I don't know, insecurity about American soccer players going overseas. It's like literally that's what you should do if you're good.
Yeah, it's like the MLS soccer player here. I'm unimpressed with them.
The Atlanta's like the best team, and they're not even that good. Like if I spent like 9 months getting in shape, I could probably make the team. Like it's MLS. It's like advanced high school. It's not good. So yeah, like
A mess.
the U.S. keeps playing these MLS players, and I know they didn't have like their star players in this last game. They played like a few of their normal regular rotation, and the rest were like other MLS fill-ins. But like your MLS players are losing to these Jamaicans who like they're like high school teachers in their normal time. Like Jamaicans don't. There's probably like 2 actual professional soccer players down there. It's an island of very few people. So I don't know. The U.S. is awful. They just need to like scrap the soccer team, get rid of it. Like get rid of all the management, all the upper people. That's all I have though. For the sports world.
Well, sounds good, Tim. I wasn't expecting you to have so much to say.
I wasn't really planning on saying that much, but it just angers me how bad the U.S. soccer team is like managed. So
I was trailing off. Anyway, so Tim has a very big announcement that he's excited to share with you.
Oh, do I? Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna be doing photography under the Equilibrium franchise. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know.
So Tim is very excited to do this. It's going to be lifestyle photography. He's really interested in real estate photography, portraits and things like that. So he loves cars too. So car photography. We'll be launching this in honor of the 1-year anniversary of Equilibrium. Super exciting. Tim's more excited about it behind the scenes.
I'm not.
Yes, he is.
No.
He's always playing with the camera. But anyway, thank you guys so much. My interview is starring Loren Pratt, who is a certified yoga instructor, super successful, super interesting. We were outside. She was teaching me some things, sweating. I got ate up by so many mosquito bites, so many mosquitoes, but super fun. Learning a little bit from her, and it's great because it's equilibrium, so we're calm. That's what she taught me, because she was like AUM at the end of equilibrium. That's what they do. Hey guys, this is Bria. I'm here with Lauren. We're out in the garden today doing a little sin. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So I have a few questions prepared for you. You're obviously just became a certified yoga instructor.
That's right.
How did that go? What's the process?
So, typically it's the first round certification is 200 hours. And so and you can do it in, our studio offers week block format, so you can do it what they call 7-7-7 format.
Mm-hmm.
So it's week intensives at a time, so 7 days on, and then they take off a couple weeks, 7 days, and 7. For me though, it was weekend training format.
Oh, that's good.
So it was basically though Friday night 6 to 9 p.m., Saturday 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and then the same on Sunday 9 to 5:30. And so 1 week in a month for the whole year.
Oh my gosh!
So 200 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
What prompted you to want to become a certified yoga?
Honestly, I just love yoga so much and I wanted to really immerse myself in it and just learn all about it, about how to deepen my practice with the poses, which is the asana practice, and to learn about breath work, meditation, frankly to study under my teacher, who is Netta, and Netta owns Tough Love Yoga, which is where I earned my certification. And she's amazing, and it's a studio that feels like home. So I just wanted to be immersed in it and learn everything that I could from her. And so that's what I did.
I love it. So I guess I'll call you a yogi. It kind of comes with a lifestyle. So how have you altered your lifestyle since you became a yoga instructor? What have you done?
So I haven't altered my lifestyle as far as since the certification. I take that back. I have started a meditation practice and working on my breath work. And I will admit, though, that as in response to now teaching a class that involves, so if I'm teaching it, I better know how to do it.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, that was part of our training anyway. But as far as what's different since my training is trying to integrate that more so I can be a better teacher and offer that to my students. But I was a pretty regular yogi in practice already as far as the asana again, that just means postures, going through the physical postures. So that hasn't changed. I still go almost every day.
Okay. Now, how long have you been doing yoga yourself?
Let's see. Consistently since we moved to Atlanta, which was about 4 years ago. But I did yoga before that. We moved from Mississippi. And so from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. And although I'm from Baton Rouge, so go Tigers, but I slide it in LSU. But
Auburn all the way.
No, not Auburn. But so my husband and I practice yoga at our local gym in Mississippi, but not at not that that's not real yoga. It totally is. Yoga can be offered anywhere in this space, but there is a different feeling and vibe to a studio that offers yoga. So anyway, we practice, but not consistently yoga before we came here, and not at a yoga studio until we came to Atlanta.
So I've been doing some yoga videos that I'm into, and she's been teaching me. And also out of the words, there's vinyasa and shavasana.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Is that all about breathing, or explain that to me?
So vinyasa is a flow practice, and there's different types of vinyasa. And so that's what that means. It's just a type of yoga where when you're moving through the postures, you're flowing through the postures. So sort of like a routine. And shavasana, though, is just a term for an actual yoga pose that is done at the end of vinyasa, or at the end of pretty much most yoga practices. And that's just relaxing. It's the pose of repose. So just letting it all melt down to the mat and just, just being with yourself without judgment.
Well, now I know.
I know.
So, Loren, you obviously just started. You're teaching classes now. Kind of what's your ultimate goal? Like, do you want to continue teaching classes, or kind of explain to me what you're looking for from this?
Yeah. So when I went through training, like I said, my goal was to really, I didn't have a goal. I just wanted to learn, and I had no expectation of teaching, although I was open to teaching. And then when Tough Love, Netta offered me a class, I was ecstatic. And then, so I was like, yeah, I want to try this. But again, we'll see how it goes. And I've loved it. I've loved every minute of teaching. It's fabulous. It's such a rush. And it's just another way to practice. So even though I'm not going through the poses, so the type of yoga I teach, I'm more of cueing. Like I'm cueing you and telling you how to get into the poses instead of actually doing all the poses. Sometimes I'll demo and show the poses, but mostly I'm cueing. So backing up though, I love teaching that style. I love teaching yoga, and I was recently offered 3 more classes at another studio in Grant Park called Be Well, which is awesome. Thank you. So I don't know. We'll see where it takes me. As far as it's kind of one thing you learn in yoga training or teacher training is just to be open without expectation, which means letting go of judgment and detaching from results. So I'm not looking for a specific number of classes or to do anything other than explore and just be open to what comes my way. I mean, secretly though, love to one day open a studio, but we'll see.
That'd be so
We'll see.
exciting.
Or, you know, help my teacher know to like open 1,000 studios in Atlanta. So we'll see.
That'd be fun. Do you have any advice for
You know, just try different types of yoga. I do think there's a fit for everyone, and it's so good for people of all ages and all abilities. And so you just need to try what's right for you. Some people like vinyasa, some people like alignment-based hatha yoga, which is what I do.
Can you say it again?
Hatha, Hatha, hatha.
Okay.
So what I do is a form of hatha. There are, again, different types of hatha that are under that umbrella. So you just have to find what you like. So yeah, so just be open and explore and have fun. But it's challenging. It can be a great part of your fitness routine. It's great for your mental health. It's a sustainable exercise and lifestyle.
I love it. Well, Loren, you're going to teach us a few poses, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So stay tuned, guys.
First, we'll start with down dog. So to get into down dog the proper length, first come into plank pose, which is the top of a push-up.
Okay.
So as if you're going to do a push-up,
Okay. So,
and just push your hips up and back,
yes.
push down through your hands,
Okay.
and you want to make sure your hands are outer shoulder width apart.
Okay.
Separate your fingers evenly. Point your index fingers, your pointer fingers straight ahead.
Okay.
Now grip them out with your fingertips like you're palming a basketball. Seal the inner edge of your hand down, and now push down through your hands forcefully. Lift your hips up and back. There you go. Now, when you push your hips up and back, you want to create a slight curve in your lower back. So bend your knees slightly, and then keeping your knees bent though, lift your hips back, thighs back, a little curve in your lower back. You're doing great. So this is great. Tighten your glutes, press your tailbone straight down, pull your belly button and ribs towards your spine, and breathe. And you can bend your knees backward if you need that space for your hamstrings. And then classical form though would be lowering your heels down towards the mat, straightening your legs. Right. I know, that's okay, so you can keep your knees bent.
Okay.
So how about look up slightly and step or hop to the front of your mat between your hands. So you can step as many steps as it takes. Step, step, step. And then you can do an inhale half lift, which is actually what you're naturally doing.
Okay.
So coming up onto your fingertips. So bend your knees though.
Okay.
Fingertips to the mat or tops of your shins. Look forward, stretch your chest forward like you're doing a Care Bear stare towards your camera. Care Bear. Care Bear. Help us pull your shoulder blades onto your back, so your lower shoulder blades. And then you can forward fold with your knees bent at the top of your mat. So you want to bend your knees enough to connect your ribs and your thighs until they touch. And walk your hands back outside of your feet. Right down by your feet. Straighten your arms. And then keep bending your knees until your hands are all the way flat. And just let your head hang heavy. And then bring the inner edges of your feet all the way together if you can. There you go. And there's nothing wrong though with keeping your feet apart, but for you, I'm sure you look like you're fine.
I'm dying.
You're
I
dying.
am dying.
And then you can slowly, as much as you can keep your ribs and thighs connected,
Uh-huh.
maybe begin to straighten your legs towards straight
Okay.
and your head towards your shins. Classical form of the pose.
She does this so easily.
Inhale, half lift onto your fingertips. And then you can lift all the way up. Mountain pose, arms overhead. Bring your hands together at heart center. And we'll do mountain pose as a pose. So lower your hands by your side, point your palms in, close your fingertips.
Okay.
Root down through your feet, down through your big toes. Lift the rest of your toes, flare them. Think about lifting up through your inner arches of your feet. Tone and tighten your kneecaps so much they lift up. Tighten your glutes. Press your tailbone straight down so I can see your pelvis come forward slightly.
Okay.
Pull your belly button and ribs back towards your spine. Keep all that engagement. Now lift your chest up, chin up, back of skull. Now relax the top of your shoulders and kind of pull them back slightly onto your back. And again, just breathe.
I always forget to breathe.
Yeah, you gotta breathe. That's that third component. Keep breathing. So
Is it in through your nose, out through your mouth, or does it matter?
actually, you want to for when you're in the poses, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. So
Oh,
deep
oh.
inhales and exhales through your nose.
Okay.
That's right. Exactly. And then you want to do one more pose, tree pose.
Let's do
A
it.
balancing pose.
Okay.
All right, so let's place our right hands on our hips.
Okay. Just the right one.
Just the right one because we're going to use our left. Turn your left toes out like a little kickstand.
Mm-hmm.
And you can stay here.
Okay.
Or reach down inside your leg, grab your ankle, place your foot somewhere below or above your knee, just not on your kneecap.
Okay.
You can stay here holding your ankle, or if you feel stable, release your hand, press your palms together at heart center, or lift your hands overhead, palms together, or if it's a windy day for your tree, you can separate your hands for stability. That's great. Now, root down through your bottom foot, tone and tighten your kneecap of your standing leg, press your foot into your thigh, thigh into foot, and keep lifting it up above your kneecap, though, for the
This is as high as
safety of
I
your
can
knee.
go.
Or you can go below your knee.
Oh.
You just want to be safe.
Okay.
Tighten your glutes. Press your tailbone straight down towards the mat. Press out through your thigh towards the side, but keep your hips forward. There you go. Pull your belly button ribs back. Finish that with your chest, chin, back of skull. Reach up and back one more place. And lower your hands back down. Lower your foot. Hands together, heart center. Take a breath.
Wow.
Good job.
Thank you,
High
Lauren.
five. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you,
You
Lauren.
are welcome.
So tell people where you're teaching and how they can find you if they want to go to your class.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm teaching at Tough Love Yoga, which is in Atlanta, and I'm also teaching at Be Well, which is also in Atlanta. So Tough Love is in Candler Park, and Be Well is in Grant Park. Both awesome studios. Sorry, we're in Atlanta in the thick of the city, so we have a train going by right now. Or MARTA, sounds like MARTA.
Right.
Yeah, so you can just check out those websites to see which days that I'm teaching. I teach on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So come check me out.
I love it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Lauren.
you're
I'm
welcome.
already sore from that few poses.
And keep practicing.
I'll keep practicing, I promise. I'll get better.
All right.
All
No,
right.
there's no better.
All right.
Just practice for you and yourself. Yeah. There you go.
Thanks, Lauren.
You're
See you guys
welcome.
later.
Bye.